So I tried to work with Bitly and Google API to generate a short code. For some reason it doesn't work. Maybe because the URL is like 192. Not sure, but for example, you can do Google. And then there should be a test. So you can see just through this, it won't let us create the URL. Not sure why. Bitly let you do it through the UI, but through the API, it also throw an error. So then I found an approach that works, which is using yours URL. And let me okay. So you go to yours.org, install this, you follow this. Basically, so you download it from GitHub right here, the source code, and then I'm gonna do it more for a XAMPP installation. So for my XAMPP, I have all my apps and stuff. I can put it under my submit folder, but I chose not to. I chose to put it under PHP, no, XAMPP htdocs, which is like the public folder, and I created a folder called yours URL. In it, I then follow the install information, which is to put the files from the zip file in here, go to user config, copy this, make this file, edit this file, and edit the database username, stuff like that. For that, I basically just go to my apps, submit. So whatever the WordPress configuration file, the database username and password, I made the yours URL use that same, the yours database use those same credential. And so let me go back to and then I'm gonna open my sample because I don't want to show the username and password. The other thing I needed to do was to put the domain. So since I put it under the very like root of the XAMPP installation, um, my my path to the yours URL admin will be this. So I will need to copy this part because it will then know that in the yours URL there's an admin folder. So only up to this part, and replace it into here. Okay, and then afterward you will go to this folder, and then it will tell you to install your you have an option to install and stuff, and then after that you go to admin, or no, you go to tools, and underneath the tools there will if you search for like underneath this part there will be like a okay, so then okay, let me back up. You go afterward, you then go to the admin your WordPress admin, and you know you will have to have this plugin installed and activated, and in the setting you will put that URL to yours right here, and then you will find the signature key for your part it underneath the tools.php underneath this location, and just search for signature, and then put the signature in here, click save changes, and that's all that will be needed to configure for your for your own server to be able to generate your shortcode, and it will generate shortcodes like this, like the keyword will be whatever this is, so 192.168.222.24/summit, and then it's gonna append this instead of everything else. So that will be the short URL, and I've tested that I couldn't reproduce the bug where it changed like stuff that is not supposed to change. I've seen that and I don't even see how that's possible. And when I tested it, it only changed the information for the file that I'm using. Okay, so I'm doing this a little bit late, so I'm not very coherent right now, but to summarize, in order to quickly just copy everything over, you will need I will zip up this ht docs yours, you extract it to czamp htdocs, you go into the user config, copy, change all the database information to be what is found in XAMPP apps, submit the WP config. After that's done, you go to the URL that you have. Oh, make sure you probably have to change this URL in here. So make sure the IP is correct. To the URLs, put that in here. The yours config, run the install app. Go to the link admin install YOURLS. After that, install this YOURLS plugin, YOURLS link creator plugin. To WordPress, go into the settings, put in the URL, go to tools, YOURLS tools, and find the signature key, save changes, and then just test the changes.